Jackson, Mississippi versus Birmingham, Alabama. In this short video, I compare the similarities and differences between the two of the mighty cities of the Deep South. Let's begin. Round 1. Location. Jackson is in Mississippi and Birmingham is in Alabama. Both cities share similar heritage, that is, they both were once part of the Confederate States. Today they look onwards to the future, and these two cities will make America great again. Birmingham has a higher population at over 200,000 and Jackson has over 150,000. Birmingham has a larger area to house more people, create tons of jobs, build infrastructure. Jackson's population is denser, with a smaller area. It takes 3.5 hours drive from one city to the other. That's only 230 miles. The two have similar climate. Sometimes Birmingham gets a little colder in the winter. Average temperatures are between 32 to 35 Fahrenheit, but Birmingham gets a little snow. In the summer, people get to worship the sun. Average temperatures gets from 90 to 95 Fahrenheit. There are no extreme weathers such as tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, and pollution levels are low. That means both cities have good air quality. However, both have high allergens, Jackson being significantly higher. Since Jackson has less people, not touristy like Birmingham, Jackson wins round 1. Round 2. Socials. The demographic is predominantly black for both cities, Jackson at 81% and Birmingham at 70%. But Birmingham is a little more diverse. It has a good number of white population at 20% and some Hispanics. Most of the diversity you will find is in the cities, and you know that. If you live in the rural parts, you'll see a change in the whiteness of the population. Both cities have great food. Birmingham have tremendous barbecue restaurants, burger joints. The problem lies with the number of calories people eat. These two cities are not the best cities to party. It's not a hick town either. It's somewhere in between. For most people, it's kinda boring, but you get used to it. Jackson is slightly boringer, if that's a word. Jackson has some problems with crimes though. There is gang warfare. You will see grown men fighting each other for a $10 debt. You know how it goes in some of these areas. It's really bad. Since Birmingham has better food and culture, it wins round 2. Round 3. Education. Birmingham has more schools and higher education institutions. They value education and have a slightly higher rate of college graduates. There are more and better teachers. They spend a lot of money in educational projects such as buildings, libraries, research facilities, and sport. However, schools are always evolving with the times in Mississippi. Jackson is doing superb for a Mississippi city. They spend less because they have a low budget. You have to take into account, it's hard to convince Mississippians outside the city, outside of Jackson, as they believe the earth is flat and religion is good. Christianity is good, but too much of it makes you crazy. Birmingham, Alabama is doing incredible for a southern city. For education, it ranks in the top 30 of all American cities. On the other hand, Jackson does excellent for a caveman state. Look, Mississippi is it's basically a third world slum. Therefore, Jackson wins round 3. Because Jackson makes Mississippi a decent state. Round 4. Healthcare. The two cities have very fat people. Therefore, health insurance premiums are higher than the average health premium for an average American city. Jackson has fewer hospitals, less than 17, and Birmingham has more than 28. I feel sorry for slim people in Jackson. Most of the beds are taken by overweight people. Sometimes the bed breaks by the sheer weight of the kind patient, and the hospitals have to reorder new beds. There are countless number of people who are diabetic, have heart disease. Worse, many struggle to move. You see patients being wheeled around as walking is classed as exercise, and ain't nobody got time for that. Jackson has few hospitals and fairer people, therefore Birmingham wins round 4. Round 5, economy. Having higher education does not mean you will earn more money, but it means it will be easier for you to get a job in your chosen field. Jackson, Mississippi has higher unemployment levels at over 7.7%. The average in America is 6%. Birmingham unemployment rate is 5.1%, although there are more people on less than 15k. When you get to 20 to 100k region, Birmingham does really well. When you go higher than 150 grand, then Jackson, Mississippi takes the lead for some reason. However, it is difficult for a person living in Birmingham or Jackson to earn more than 100k when you compare with the average income of an American. In Birmingham, Alabama, there are lots of industries you can work in, such as the beverage industry. You can work in banking, as it has the region's financial corporation, a Fortune 500 company. Birmingham has a strong manufacturing industry in steel. There are opportunities to work in construction, engineering, and biotech. On the other hand, Jackson, Mississippi has no Fortune 500 company. Don't let that disappoint you. It has a strong service-based industry in government, education, healthcare, and tech. There are many small businesses such as food services, bed and breakfast, accommodation, and retail, etc. Healthcare is another sector you could work in. If you like caring for your fellow American, then it is the career for you. Patients are made to pay massive fees. And you'll be the one that hands over the bill. The majority of the population is morbidly obese, and you'll be dealing with people who have difficulties breathing. And always be kind to folks with triple chins. Since Birmingham has a better economy, has good morals and ethics, better businesses, and is diverse, it wins round 5. And Birmingham wins, yeah! And that's all, folks. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Give a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you next time.